and increase through all of these behaviors. I am this size because I dieted for 20 years.
Well, dieting doesn't get you to that size.
It does, actually.
What? Get the fuck out of here. I'm this size because I dieted for 20 years. Who the fuck do you think you're fooling? Like, get this nigga. What? What did you diet on? Cheeseburgers? Like, what was your diet? Cheeseburgers, chips, all the fucked up food you can eat? Like, who does she think people are? Stupid? Like, get out of here, man. What's poppin', YouTube? We back with another reaction video, you dig? Hey, we doing a $100 giveaway when we get to 350 subscribers. Right now we at 307. Yeah, but when y'all give me the 350 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So until then, like the video, comment, and subscribe. Turn notification bells on. Help me out get to 350 subscribers. And when I get to 350 subscribers, on that video, where I get to 350 subscribers, I'm going to let y'all know. Say, hey, we at 350. And on that video, I'm going to need y'all to comment. I'm going to need y'all first to let me know y'all like the video. Comment on the video. Your Cash App name. Or, your Cash App name. Or, I do Cash App, PayPal, all of it. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of it. Yeah, comment down one of those names below. And then in the comments, I will number them from who comment first. If whoever comment first will be number 1, 2, 3, 4. And off those numbers, I will be doing, and I will let you know what number you is too, so you don't think I'm just doing anything. But I will let you know what number you is, and once I do the raffle, you will be receiving $100. Hey, yeah, but until then, like the video, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bells on. Yeah, and let me know what y'all want me to react to. I'll do it. I ain't tripping. But yeah, this we're gonna get right to it. This is Feminists Getting Owned by Other Females. Funny compilation. Let's get right to it.
People with ADHD save 10 hours reading articles with this Chrome extension. But no, by all means, go ahead, skip the...
Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you're going to enjoy it, then leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Now let's get right into the video. I think this was the most appropriate answer for this question.
In superheroes, and a lot of Hollywood is coming out that the representation is very over-sexualized. What do you think about the portrayal in media?
The male superheroes are overly masculinized, and the women are overly feminized, and I think that's just part of the whole superhero universe.
I really need to know what kind of diet she had then.
It's mine.
I mean, I started out as a kind of chubby kid and increased through all of these behaviors.
I hate videos like this when niggas talk. Let me do the commentary, nigga. Just play the clips. Do the compilation. Play the clips. We don't need you giving your input, nigga. I mean, they might. Whoever watch your channel might want your input. But I don't need it, bro. Let me react. I'm talking shit. Like I got a choice. Let's start this one over.
And increase through all of these behaviors. I am this size because I dieted for 20 years.
Well, dieting doesn't get you to that size.
It does, actually.
What? Get the fuck out of here. I'm this size because I dieted for 20 years. Who the fuck do you think you're fooling? Like, get this nigga. What? What did you diet on? Cheeseburgers? Like, what was your diet? Cheeseburgers, chips, all the fucked up food you can eat? Like, who does she think people are? Stupid? Like, get out of here, man.
So when you go through the cycle of weight gain and re-loss and gain and loss and gain and loss, you do wind up at this size.
No, you don't.
I was bigger than you.
I would never be a thin person.
She was bigger than you.
I would never be a thin person. I was not before my dieting behaviors began.
But you're not answering my question.
That's because your diet wasn't good.
It's not about giving up is the thing. Like, I gave up dieting because it was a loser game for me. It made me fatter. It made me incredibly unhealthy. It made me...
What? What is she talking about?
I have...
What is she talking about? It made you fatter? How did the diet make you fatter unless your diet is cheeseburgers, unless you dieting on cheeseburgers, or dieting on strictly pizza, or dieting on strictly unhealthy stuff? You probably didn't work out either, but your diet can change a lot. What are you talking about? This is the problem here. It's the lack of accountability for stuff that you do that you don't want to take responsibility for. It was my diet. No, it's that you wasn't taking your diet serious and you was fucking up. That was the problem.
Permanently screwed up my metabolism because I dieted from the age 7 to the age.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, she got shut down pretty quickly.
Hear every view under the sun.
Because I think we're both feminists.
I never considered myself a feminist. Whether it be a lawyer or a judge, I never belonged to a woman's organization. I wasn't a woman lawyer. I was a lawyer who happened to be a woman. And I wasn't a woman judge. I was a judge who happened to be.
I don't know about you, but she seems pretty convinced about her decision.
I'm really shocked at the tone.
Yeah, why do people make everything about their identities? I'm a black lawyer, or I'm a female lawyer, or I'm a fat lawyer, or I'm a this before this. How about you just be your title? How about you just be what that you say you are, instead of putting some emphasis on your identity? Just be that. Like, people will accept you for who you are, but when you try to push your identity into it, it's just like, bruh, that shit is a turnoff. Like, just be what it is, or be that what you say you are, without having your identity be the biggest part about why you are who you are.
Of this debate, and how we're talking about immigrants as if somehow they're not real people. The people who came over after the war, my family were part of that wave of people. I'm proud to be British and part of the European community, part of, a giant society of people trying to work to make each other's countries better. I think, we seem to have forgotten that Britain is also supposed, I hope, to be a compassionate nation, a humane nation. That is the Britain I'm proud of, and I want that country back.
Just let's have your questions, see whether you strike a chord with everybody here.
We knew what we voted for in leaving the EU. Why are Remainers making out constantly that we are uneducated people that didn't understand Brexit and what we were doing?
Getting owned on national
You
television.
got a point. Like, people make it seem like people that voted for Brexit or voted for Donald Trump don't know what the fuck they voted for. Like, they know why they voted for that person. They didn't know how or what the reason was. Y'all just can't accept it. Like, oh, these people are stupid. They don't know what they... No, people actually know. If you sit there and if you would take the time to ask people why they do what they do, instead of judging them and think they just the worst person ever, then you might get a real fucking answer. But all you people want to do is just judge people, say, oh, you guys are monsters, you guys are this, there's no reason. There is a reason. If there wasn't a reason, then they wouldn't have did it. Like, people try to make it seem like all these people that voted for Trump was racist, when a lot of those people voted for Obama. A lot of them did. What does that tell you? How they racist? How does that make them racist? Like, get out of here.
Is never fun.
For Jessica, isn't this supposed to be a platform the left loves? We're talking about bullying, we're talking about cyberbullying, we're talking about being an advocate for that. Melania Trump is coming out in something that's not partisan at all. This is just a human thing. But yet they attack her for what she's wearing. And again, where are the feminists? They never come out. They never come out when Sarah Huckabee Sanders is called the Butch
Feminists are
Queen.
everywhere. They're just not supporting Kellyanne Conway, who advocates for policies that hurt women. They're not thrilled that Hope hit.
Stop.
Why?
She does
We're
not.
not talking about Kellyanne Conway. We're talking about Melania Trump.
You think that if you
Why are they
advocate for
attacking
an
her
agenda...
outfit? We're talking about cyberbullying. We're talking about Melania Trump advocating for an end to cyberbullying. But yet the left goes after her and they ridicule her. And I don't see the feminists coming out saying, hey, leave a woman alone, leave an empowered female alone. I don't see the feminists doing that, Jessica. I don't.
The journalists really need to come up with better questions.
You being at the height of your sport, maybe make $1 million at most per fight. Does that anger you, and what can we do to change that?
If I got to a point where I had almost 50 fights, I would probably be making close to the same amount of money that Floyd does. But at this point, I have 11. So
You're about to hear.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You've lost. I can't go off like that, because I don't know if that's before or after she lost. But yeah, but Floyd was Floyd is a whole different type of athlete. You can't compare yourself to Floyd. You definitely probably wouldn't. I'm gonna just be honest. You definitely probably, because one, you know, people just, I mean, women MMA, women UFC, people like that, but at the end of the day, people just really don't like women's sports that much. They just really don't. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Because people feel like it's mediocre. I mean, they could do the same stuff, but people just feel like it's mediocre. Why watch some women do it when I know the men are better and they're going to do it better? That just is what it is. I'm sorry. Even women feel that way. So for you to say, I mean, you was trying to make a point against the lady, but you probably wouldn't be making as much as Floyd if you had 50 fights.
Probably one of the worst
Especially because your sport is a lot more brutal than just boxing.
comparisons ever.
To me, it's almost like reverting back to the civil rights movement. Now we're telling fat folks that they have to buy an extra seat. Not too long ago, my grandparents had to sit on the back of a bus. It's like, it's almost like segregating folks based on the way they look.
You can't fit in one seat.
Did you really say that?
Calm down. Don't act like you're offended by KKK. You're so offended by me saying that
You just
so
compared being fat to black people being oppressed. You should shut the fuck up. Please, shut up. How is eating too many cheeseburgers being compared to black people being oppressed by white people that couldn't do nothing? Like, what are you talking about? Stop doing that. I hate when people do that. Everybody wants to leech on the civil rights movement. Like, no, this has nothing to do with that. Everybody wants to compare their plight with what black people trying to get their equal rights. No, it's not the same. Stop doing that. Because it's not.
Like a victim, though. That's what I'd like to know.
God damn.
No, you, first of all,
Well, I don't think we can let something about the KKK just sit there. I find that so incredibly offensive and offensive to the people who, at the hands of that despicable organization.
Just Judge Judy being logical as ever.
I agree with you. One of the reasons your show is so successful is people love seeing a woman in control.
Here we go.
Boy, is that a timely sentiment now.
She don't give a fuck about that.
You said you never considered yourself a feminist. Why is that? And do you get the same kind of pushback in saying that I do? Because I've said the same.
I get pushback. You have to listen to it. You're younger. I don't listen to it because I'm old.
Yeah, she don't care.
Because when I was growing up and going to school and being a lawyer and trying to become a judge and becoming a judge and then becoming a supervising judge, I didn't do it through any organization. And I think it takes away from your own self-worth if you say, I did it based on the work of a larger group.
I mean, everything she's saying is absolutely facts.
The thing is that I think that the Hayes approach, the health at every size approach, has been documented to work. And it's been documented to work year after year.
What do you mean work? What do you mean work? Because a health at every size is a lie. If you starve yourself into damage, that's unhealthy. Or if you eat yourself into damage, that's not healthy.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's just not. That's not true.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's like saying
about
that.
Weight.
Let's say you were a smoker.
You just don't want to lose weight.
Let's
That's
say you're
fine.
a smoker and have black lungs, and you try to say that's healthy because you don't have cancer yet. We know that it is actually factual that obesity is dangerous and it's connected to cancer, stroke, Alzheimer's. We even know it's connected to an increase in birth defects. So there's nothing left to debate. It's not beautiful. It's not healthy.
I think you need to...
She definitely didn't see this one coming.
Lauren down here from Herald Sun again. Just another quick one about Angela's question on equality just before. We've got quite a large pay dispute happening with our Australian women's soccer team at the moment. Is it frustrating for you as someone who's so prominent in your sport? And we heard you say on the Ellen show the other day you are the richest fighter in UFC, that sort of thing is still going on?
I think that how much you get paid should have something to do with how much money you bring in. I'm the highest paid fighter, not because Dana and Lorenzo wanted to do.
She brings in the money. Brings in the bacon.
Because I bring in the highest numbers. They do it because I make them the most money, and I think that the money that they make should be proportionate to the money that.
Remember what Justin Timberlake's song said? What goes around comes around.
Prevailing things that are happening here is that what I'm hearing is this intense sort of discussion around self-hatred and when you're in a bigger body. And I wanted to ask people, like down the front there, you who's 20, is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before? I mean, I think one of the things
let's get an answer to the question. Are you?
Absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm
Boom.
a lot smaller. And
Absolutely.
I
love it. She trying to say a little bit smaller.
I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy? Like, you have no medical conditions whatsoever, you have no problems at all with your health at your weight as compared to...
Can we have an answer? No. The question's been asked. What's the answer?
I think it's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this room.
No, but hang on a minute. You
asked her a question. Why she can't ask you a question?
So she completely embarrassed herself.
Get the fuck out of here.
A culture, for example, we've got some people who speak Spanish in Canada, but we don't live in a Spanish culture. So some rapes happen, but we don't live in a rape culture. We don't live in a culture that supports rapists.
Like, of course we live in a rape culture. Like, of course we do. This is a rape culture. What we live in today is a rape culture. And that's what needs to stop.
And what does the media and our politicians do to help rapists?
More lenient sentences, a slap on the wrist, which happens all the time.
Okay, give me some examples of that.
Well, maybe I can agree sometimes in certain scenarios, depending on who you are, who your people are, what type of position of power you are. You might do get a slap on the wrist, but I don't think that is a rape culture, because if a nigga like me get caught up with that shit, nigga, I'm going to jail. Straight up. If any of you niggas get caught up with that shit, you niggas is going to jail. So for her to say that is incorrect. It's definitely incorrect.
You know, I'm not here to give you specific examples, Lauren, but I know that you know, and I know from experience from watching.
Don't say you know, she know
exactly what I'm talking about. And I don't
she
need
don't.
to go into details because I don't have any specific.
I just started to think that Ronda Rousey is getting tired about being questioned about this.
So many like ridiculous arguments that MMA is somehow anti-woman, and fighting's not a man's thing, it's a human thing. I'm the biggest draw in the sport and I'm a woman. How is that anti-woman?
That's all for today's video, everyone. Once again, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Goodbye for now, everyone.
Alright, like he said, that's the end of the video. Don't hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget about the $100 giveaway. But hey, in the meantime, between time and all that other time, it's a playlist up here, a video over there, video, and a subscribe button right there. Go ahead and click one of those buttons. Go ahead and click one of them. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below, hit the like button, turn notification bells on, because we out. Peace.